Samara wants to end her daughter's career of serial sex murder. Now, if that doesn't make you want to watch this episode, I don't know what will. No side quests, everybody. Yeah, I couldn't find a mod to help get rid of the flags from the map. In fact, I found lots of threads of people wanting more. No, I don't understand it either. And I think I want to go here. Pretty sure I've already scanned everything here, haven't I? I can't have created platinum on this planet. What the hell?
Launching probe.
I'm sure I scanned all the planets here. I don't know if we've taken Jack to Afterlife yet. Prefer original. Oh, you still can't warp ammo.
Count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Come on, let me in. Arya's expecting me. Ugh, annoying.
Right, I remember. Oh, I've got lost in this nightclub several times during this LP, which quite might well happen again.
What do you need?
An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Okay, fine.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
I wonder, do you remember there's somewhere backstage where they say, oh, you can't come back here? And I tried to threaten him and he wouldn't let me go back. I wonder if that's him. I have to see. Either way, it's probably going to take me a long, long time to find my way there. I might cut the video if I remember.
So, I heard a human went into the plague zone. Then I found out about a lot of dead Vorcha down there. You know anything about this?
Dead Vorcha? No. Don't know anything about that.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, my job just got a whole lot easier.
What's your job here exactly?
I'm supposed to keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Arya's sight. That's about it. Not much for me to do anymore. But the way those Vorcha breed, I'll have something to do soon enough.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
You got to admire a leader that has a bodyguard to specifically kill one race of people.
Is that Shepard?
Yeah?
Greetings. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
I can see you're trying to flatter me. Don't.
Of course. Forgive me. You just made me nervous, is all.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
What kind of business do you do?
Important business. So important that, with your help, we can change Omega.
What do you mean we can change Omega?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but certain people here have business deals with people throughout the galaxy. If we were to have information involving those deals, we could make some ripples around here. That's all I'll say.
Okay. I am intrigued. He's obviously got information. I'm pretty sure the Shadow Broker and the Elusive Man don't have this information. I don't remember reading about this. Doesn't mean the Elusive Man hasn't heard of it, of course. If I have something over the Elusive Man, that's probably going to help me, actually. So yes.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
Well, it's bloody miles. That's the other side of the goddamn galaxy. It's better pay well.
Big selection of illegal shit. You could thrive here if you're strong and ruthless. I like it.
Source reports that the attack on the human colony.
Alright, another lovely little game-ending crash I had there just after Jack spoke. So we're now an hour later. While the video rendered out and all that because the recording broke. Very annoying. It seems I went about, 40 episodes without any crashes. And I seem to average one an episode, I'd say.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Arya's people?
Where's... No.
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Wonder why that's relevant. Clearly, Samara thinks it's relevant. Perhaps she goes for creative types, the murderer does.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
Whoa. These are polar opposite choices. I kind of wanted a wishy-washy choice. Do I really want to make an oath? I mean, that's quite a leap, making an oath to a Justicar. Or so I imagine. I'm not making an oath about it. That's overkill.
Once we have all the facts, we'll decide on a course of action.
If you find the person that hurt my nephew, kill her. Or tell me where she is and I'll kill her.
That would be interesting.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time to the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
Ah, well, I was almost right then. This, just so you know, this is down the corridor towards the quarantine zone where we went to get Dr. Solus. Not in the VIP area. I did try and go to the VIP area and the game crashed on the way. So I give up and went here instead.
You mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
I'm confused. Is she a nephew or a daughter? Well, she can't be a nephew because it's a she. Maybe my mind was wandering. Oh, Neff. Neff new. Sounds a bit like nephew. So Neff you. That must be what she was saying, not nephew.
Neff made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it. But I'd never part with it.
What? Don't be stupid. Sell it.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Okay.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, Diary. Cycle 34, Orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then, the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
So you can name drop somebody and they'll let her in.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, Orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, Orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the holojournal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
There you see how that makes it sound easy or dangerous. I don't want to do her... I know she's trying to kill her child, but I don't really want to do her down either. If I'm trying to make friends with Samara.
Anyone who's successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
So, what's our next step?
Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
You sound like you're working your way toward an idea.
Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
But I don't go anywhere alone and unarmed, especially on Omega.
I'm walking into this place with no gun and no backup?
I will be in the shadows watching, Shepard. You will never be alone. This I swear. But you cannot barge in with guns and allies. Morinth is far too cagey. She'd simply disappear. This is a subtle, delicate act. Trust me.
Okay, I'm guessing I'm seducing her then.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
Right, definitely gonna stick a save in because it crashed last time. Just to make sure I dropped a recording end as well. Closed it off.
Hello again. Did you find anything? Is there anything I can do to help?
I should go.
Yeah, I'm not going to trigger that. Mind you, before, in Ilium, I think it was the adverts on the radio that broke it. Maybe no adverts mod would be good, because I've heard them all now.
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife is nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited, but pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway? That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Okay, what other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Yeah, I'm not going to be soul bonding with Samara, because she's got the genetic trait that causes people to be a Black Widow.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
Oh, I mean, there are a lot of Asari, but he's obviously been brainwashed. Not necessarily by our Asari.
She sounds amazing. Is she here?
She was here a couple of days ago talking about the band. She's here a lot. When she comes back, I'm gonna have tickets.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Hi again. I already said I love you, so...
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
What kind of help?
My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Florid. He's the worst of the worst.
What is she doing?
A vid piece. She's an investigative reporter, you know? She's trying to profile gang leaders.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Florid's onto her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
You seem to have a lot of information.
I'm her tech. I've been monitoring the gang's comm. The last transmission said Florid's going to splatter her. Man, I'm a tech junkie. I don't know how to handle this.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Florid, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should save her. She might be able to help me. In fact, you know what? This is the kind of brave thing that Asari love.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
You're breathing on my drink!
It's hot. Sweaty. Perfect.
You need something, man?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Florid. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moiral. I'm ready to head out.
Nice.
Bitch isn't coming back. I'm gonna find her.
The music here used to be avant-garde. Couldn't dance to it, but you felt smart listening to it.
I'll say that's more the kind of music I like. This is just the same as Afterlife Ordinary.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me.
Playing hard to get? Give it up, baby. I'm sold.
Leave me alone!
Don't start a fight, remember? She likes dancing. Let's go do some dancing.
Hey.
Hey!
I'll dance next to you. If you want to think we're dancing together, go ahead.
I do want to think that.
She wasn't some... Oh, actually, I better cash this quest in, get some money.
Do you know anyone interesting?
Lots of money on display here tonight. We gotta hit some of that later. That's good cred hunting tonight. We'll hit him in the alley. Long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep Hank off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
A pair of sad losers who think there's something, and are about to find out they're not.
Who's gonna show us that? You? Human thinks he's a tough guy.
Tougher than you.
My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
It's almost arrogant to announce that you are confident. But then I guess arrogance is confidence turned up to 11, isn't it? Almost like a negative term for the same thing.
I know what I like.
Do you?
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that, you know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Porta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I mean, that's kind of all the hints I've got here. Family and Justicars have got to be off topic, haven't they? They're definitely off bounds.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
I'm not changed by the places I go. They're changed by me.
That's impressive. When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
When power is strength is pretty much a truism, I guess. Well, strength, is it? No, maybe not. Power is its own reward. It's a bit sixth form level philosophy, isn't it? Oh, we're in Salter. Power is safety is a bit wimpy. I think it's either who has the power here or power is strength. I think who has the power here is a bit like the dynamic between me and her, I hope. If it's just within Omega, then obviously it's my buddy Arya T'Loak. But hopefully this is like the power between you and I.
You think this conversation is about power?
Of course it is.
Damn it. Stupid fucking Paragon Renegade bullshit.
I sat down for a conversation, not a power struggle.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Sweet.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
This is probably not the way to seduce her.
Surely you don't want to leave. Why don't you come over here? I promise you'll like it. A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
Yeah, your lines aren't good. They would not seduce... Oh man, I'm running out of things to distract her with. Oh no. I've literally run out of things to distract her with. I can't talk to her. Right, let's just go do some drugs.
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do.
No, I can't deal with it.
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
Well, I kind of feel like that as well.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, It's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
I'd rather fight than hide.
Yes. Better to take control of your fate. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission? I think we share that, you and I.
You compare us, but you're nowhere near my league.
So strong. I need this. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
No. No, I'm too weak. Oh, game over.
I want you. I'd kill for you. Anything you want.
Shh, darling. Just relax and hear my words.
Morin,
Mother.
do not call me that. I can't choose to stop being your daughter. Mother. You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Morin! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari, but they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
Let's go.
Beach Thunder lives and dies on the price of titanium, the metal being the only reason to come to this frozen rock. A best-selling e-novel, The Hard Stuff, has popularised the story of the miners on the planet. It follows the Hanar and Drell robo-miners competing with Krogan and Vorcha, who simply put on environment suits and laser the titanium out more or less by hand. As the novel's promotional screed says, accidents are frequent, rivalry is fierce, and vengeance served up fast. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Praying Mouth is a ship-killing enigma, the Bermuda Triangle of the Terminus systems. There are many theories why ships never return from there: undetectable space debris, old disruptor torpedoes, magnetic mines from a long-forgotten war, even miniature black holes. But what is clear is that too many ships have been lost there for it to be happenstance. Travel advisory. Due to the large number of ships lost when attempting to discharge their drive cores in the Praying Mouth, the Relic system highly recommends using First Land's complementary discharge stations instead. A dwarf planet with a shroud of carbon monoxide and dioxide that keeps it warm, Rough Tide was so named when large veins of platinum and palladium were struck and miners came from all over the cluster in to stake their claims. Hanar police and their Drell enforcers clashed with Krogan and Vorcha in an ugly series of race riots in the late 2170s, and the planet has only grudgingly kept a shaky peace since then. A large hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant, Island Wind is named for the sweet-smelling land breezes that come off the archipelagos of Cadia in the evening. As tumultuous as any other Jovian giant, Island Wind has cyclones that span tens of thousands of kilometres. A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture, First Land is home to many space stations supporting the ubiquitous refueling platforms. A thriving community of Drell and Hanar make their homes in orbit here, giving the solar system's robo-miners somewhere to go when the 50-hour days and nights are driving them mad. Fitful Current was so named because it orbits in retrograde, indicating that it may have been an extrasolar capture that was captured by the Relic system's gravity well. Large for a rock planet, Fitful Current has only traces of hydrogen in its extremely thin atmosphere. Hanar robo-miners have recovered some uranium and thorium deposits from its depths. Despite the name, murky water has yet to show any signs of having water whatsoever. Its name is a literal translation from the original Hanar, who consider murky water a sign of danger. Murky water has a hazy, crushing atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane, which brings the surface heat to boiling levels. It remains unexploited, its gravity and temperature too high to bother. A small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant, Bast and its moon served as the Eclipse mercenary company's fallback position after their defeat on Nath. Once they had gathered their strength, they leaked a false position to the Nehesic consortium to lure them into a trap, which devolved into a pitched battle. Both sides claimed victory. Nehesic lost more ships but could afford the setback in a way the Eclipse could not. Cold and dry, Nath has a thin nitrogen atmosphere and vast salt flats at its equator, which is warm enough for liquid water to pool during the summer period. The revealed salt is collected and sold to sodium-poor planets for agricultural purposes. During the Anher rebellions, Nath was a staging ground for Eclipse ships, and was the site of their first defeat, when enemy Nehesic surprised and routed them with a superior force. Some wreckage from the battle can still be found on the planet today. A garden world with heavy populations of humans and Batarians, Anher was home to one of the ugliest violations of sapient rights in modern human history. A consortium of corporations and corrupt politicians, fearing Batarian economic competition due to their custom of legal slavery, passed a resolution that abolished the minimum wage, effectively re-legalising slavery on a human-dominated world. Opponents of the motion quickly turned to activism and violence. A civil war erupted, as one side sought to end slavery throughout the system, and another, primarily Batarian faction called the Nehesic, sought to keep the slaves they had. The Anher rebellions raged from 2176 to 2178. The Nehesic had a significant advantage in ships, labour and weapons, forcing the Anher militias to hire mercenary companies to even the odds. In the end, the abolitionists won out, though at the cost of much of their infrastructure. Though Anher today still has significant natural wealth, it is economically depressed, save for the reconstruction industry. A hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture, Sobek's low-G moons were the sites of many Batarian labour camps during the Anher rebellions, generating raw materials for the war. When the slaves were finally liberated by Eclipse, the mercenaries found abysmal conditions, including whole camps that lacked mass effect fields to keep the gravity at habitable levels. The widespread bone loss among the slaves was part of their master's final degradation. It would cripple them if they ever left for a standard gravity world. The plight of the slaves soon garnered galactic media attention, and several charities sprang up to pay for their physical therapy and find them gainful employment. Eclipse, normally reviled for their cutthroat tactics and criminal employees, found themselves painted as heroes. The mercenary company still retains an office on Sobek's moon Haquet out of nostalgia as much as a business strategy. A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to have entered Amon's system within the last billion years, Sekhmet was the site of an important battle in the Anher rebellions. When the Eclipse mercenary company sought to capture the refueling stations to deny the rebel supplies, a fighter hiding in Sekhmet's rings ambushed them. Eclipse suffered heavy initial losses but destroyed 2 rebel carriers and forced them to retreat into faster than light. This was considered the high watermark of the rebellion. At no point after the Battle of Sekhmet did the rebels have a victory. Today, Sekhmet is home to refueling stations and a small war memorial in orbit at the planet's L5 Lagrange point. Charted by a Solarian mining expedition that went off course due to a computer error, Antigar is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with 11 known moons and dusty rings. Baked in the fierce heat of a white sun, Capek is a rocky, waterless world wrapped in a haze of hydrogen and ethane. Sulfur and iron give yellowish and black tinges to much of the planet's surface. No registered settlements appear in the records, though there are clearly metallic anomalies that indicate roofed structures. Surface scan detects mech production facility matching the registration parameters of the Hane Kida Corporation. The facility reports emergency lockdown at this location. Personnel scans report no living beings detected. Hazard scans show a large number of virus-infected mechs quarantined within the facility. Deactivation of the primary production line controls should disrupt the creation of additional infected mechs.